Sit down and shut up. No fake news, shut up. Hello everyone, welcome to the press room in the White House, where I live, and I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. They're gonna have to take me out of here kicking and screaming because I'm not going. Now look, I'm tired and I'm not in a good mood, okay? So no questions and don't interrupt me. There's been a great deal of confusion around my perfect call to the Secretary of State of Georgia. Of all the perfect calls I've ever made, and I have made a lot of perfect calls. Believe me, the one to Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger or whatever his name is, it was perfect. It was a perfect call, all right? It was perfect in its perfectness, perfectly perfect, perfecticity. And many people are saying it's probably the most perfect call ever. And Perfect Call magazine gives it 5 stars. 5 stars. And they say it's up there with the 5 greatest calls in the history of mankind, including the one with Alexander Graham Bell. Now, many people in the fake news, the radical left, and the Antifa media misheard what I was saying. This is due to the fact it was illegally recorded on crappy equipment, which was probably made by Dominion in China. And we all know Dominion also makes Antifa products. Did you know that? It's true. It's true. Dominion doesn't just make crappy, compromised voting machines. They also make a full line of Antifa products in their China factory. Antifa backpacks, Antifa water bottles, Antifa masks, Antifa goggles, Antifa hand sanitizer, and of course, the very dangerous Antifa nunchucks. Nunchucks. They love the nunchucks at their riots. Now, Dominion is laughing at us. Dominion hired Antifa ballot counters, and they were using copiers, scanners, duplicators, 3D printers, making millions and millions of fraudulent ballots with people who have been dead for years, okay? Because there's no way I lost in Georgia. All right, now we just need to find the hidden votes. The hidden votes. I'm a builder. And when you build, you excavate. And when you excavate, you find things. Sometimes you find a gas line and you accidentally blow up a city block. You might find a dinosaur bone and you bring it to Sleepy Joe Biden, who identifies it as his pet Rex, you know, because he's old. He's an old guy. He's very old. So I'm digging for my votes. And that's all I was doing on that perfect call, okay? Trump is about finding. I talk about finding all the time. Finding, right, Kelly? Right? I talk about finding. I'm a big finder. No one finds the way I find. I'm a tremendous finder. Many people have said my findingness is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. They've never seen anyone find like me. So I need somebody in Georgia to find 11,780 fucking votes, all right? It's pretty simple, all right? I do it myself if they let me in the warehouse. How hard can it be? We'll find them. If not, we'll print them up and I'll sign them myself. Okay? You're making this much harder than it actually is, Georgia. This country is all about finding your car keys, finding your mate, finding another mate, finding a third and final mate with a much better prenup, finding your roots, finding yourself, finding Neverland, Finding Forrester, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. Boy, they didn't even really change the title. That's pretty lazy on their part. And this moron in Georgia, the Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, and let's face it, the attorney, Ryan Germany, he's difficult. Oh boy, is he difficult. And the German people, they don't like me. Because I gave them a hard time about the money they owe NATO. And I don't like Angela Merkel, okay? That guy's a weirdo. He dresses up like an unattractive woman. So that's why Ryan Germany is who he is, okay? He's a German never-Trumper, which is unbelievable, okay? And we all know where his allegiances are. Germany, not Georgia. He's German. He loves Germany. He loves Germany so much he changed his name to Germany. Did you know that? We just found that out today. His real name is Smith. Smith. The fake news is saying this perfect call was unhinged. Unhinged. It was very hinged. It was very hinged. I know hinged. I'm a builder. I know hinged. I was extremely hinged. Probably the most hinged I've ever been. I'm like the king of hinged. I'm the king of hinged. The fake news, NBC said, I said to the Secretary of State to overturn the election results. I never said overturn. I never said overturn. I never said the word over or the word turn in that entire conversation. I said flip. Flip. Totally different. Totally different. They should be ashamed. Flip and overturn are two totally different things. And what does the fake news know? They said Tanya Roberts was dead before she was dead. Tanya Roberts is alive, and so is my victory. Now, a lot of people in Georgia are very, very angry. Very angry. A lot of people around the country are very, very angry. Melania is always angry for no apparent reason. No apparent reason. She has a great life. Great life, but she's always in a bad mood. All right? Slapping my hand away, not giving me her new cell number. This is why I prefer the fake Melania. She's so much nicer, and she smiles a lot more. She's really very nice. And, well, look, the fake news is saying I'm all over the place. I'm not focused. I'm scattershot. I'm throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks with this voter case. But as I said on the call, thousands and thousands of dead people, okay? We've got witnesses. An entire graveyard in Atlanta rose up from the dead, voted for Joe Biden without ID, walked back to their coffins, changed their clothes, and voted again. Affidavits are pouring in, right, Kaylee? This is huge. I heard the smell of the dead people was disgusting. Remember, in any tweets, use hashtag voter fraud. Thousands of people from out of state voting, right? They shipped them in on buses. Thousands of Trump ballots burned. And burning a Trump ballot is like burning the U.S. flag. Thousands of Trump ballots shredded. They shredded my ballots. They brought in an industrial shredder and shredded hundreds of thousands of Trump ballots and used it as confetti at a victory party for Joe Biden. So insulting. That's my confetti. That is my confetti from my ballots, okay? Okay, I should have been at my victory party, and we had a great victory party planned. We did. We had a great party planned. We had 3 doors down, right? Vanilla Ice. Scott Baio's brother, Bobby Baio, who's a tremendous opera singer. I don't really like opera, but he was willing to sing for free. Also, thousands of Biden ballots were snuck in after the water main break. Thousands of Biden ballots being counted 3 times. Thousands of military Trump ballots magically switched to Biden. Thousands of Dominion machines that were switching my votes, Trump votes to Biden votes. Do you believe this? All right, thousands of Dominion machines that have been mysteriously moved. Thousands of Dominion machines that had their inner parts taken out and replaced with old VCR parts. I mean, they're not even like good VCRs. I mean, that's like the kind of crap you buy in Times Square. Now, if you add all those thousands and thousands of thousands up, you get millions of votes. Case closed. And then on the other side of this, I had thousands and thousands and thousands of people at my rallies. And I think we should get some extra credit votes for that right out of the box. Did you see the Biden rallies? No one was there. We had far bigger rallies. That alone should prove we won. I've always said the bigger the rally, the bigger the victory. One rally alone, we had 50,000 people. 50,000 people. I think I should get those 50,000 votes. And then we're done. We're done. Case closed. We're done. It's all over. I don't need anything else. Just give me those 50,000. And I think that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Okay, I'm a deal maker. I can prove that because all of the people that were there, videotaped it, and we had the fake news there, right? You were all there, okay? And I sold millions and millions of hats, millions and millions of hats. And you total up the number of hats I sold, all right? It would be so high. And I think that's what we should base the voting on, is how many hats were sold, because you have to buy the hats. But voting is free. Voting's free. You see what I'm saying? They paid for the hats, so I should win. I should win. So simple. I don't think I'm all over the place. I'm not all over the place. I'm not scattershot. I'm very focused. Good research, okay? And this guy Raffensperger accused me of getting faulty information from social media. I'm not even on social media. I'm not on social media. I can't remember the last time I was on Facebook or Twitter. I don't get my information from social media. I get my information from Trump media, okay? We have a video that's been magnified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. It shows, okay? It shows what happened with the suitcase. And we watched it in reverse, we watched it forwards, and we watched it backwards. And we saw the suitcase with the phony Biden votes being taken out. Now look, I think I've been very clear and very concise. I just want to find 11,780 votes. I can't be any clearer than that. I can't be any clearer than that. Oh, and by the way, NBC, Washington Post, New York Times, I like it. It's a compliment when somebody calls me a mafia don. You know why? Because everyone knows who you are. Everyone needs something from you, and everyone fears you. So that's a compliment. Now let's find those votes. No questions, especially from you. Kaylee, get me a Diet Coke. These videos cost millions and millions of dollars to make. The least you could do is subscribe and hit notifications so you know when the next multi-million-dollar video is released.